Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and today of course you can see by the title of the video we're doing something a little different, a discontinued fragrance, and I would say it's getting hard to find. And this one is Joop, but this is Joop Electric Heat. You see there. So this one, as you can see, I have opened and of course I've tested it out a bit. We're wearing it secretly every couple of days for the last few weeks. I haven't told anybody I've got it. I haven't told anybody online. Here's the bottle. It looks just the same as the original, but has the box art on the front. I don't know if it's going to focus in for you, but yeah. So but everything else is the same. The juice colour is ever so slightly darker than today's eau de toilette of the original. This one is a 125ml, which is how they came, out in 2009 and was released as a summer edition. Now, before I get into what this smells like and that, I have been testing this one out in March here in 2022. I believe it's not the ideal situation to test this one out. I do believe that this one actually needs the heat for it to start working properly and pushing. So just bear that in mind, and I will be doing a second review of this. It'll be labelled the same but / summer tested in the summer, so maybe around sort of August or something like that. I'll do a second review of this, and yeah, so what I'll do, I'll just give you a quick review of this today, basically what it sort of smells like and what its performance is off the bat, and then of course a revision one out in the summer. So of course you've seen the box, so there's the box. I had this, it was brand new, unsealed, but brand new. I don't know if they come sealed, but it's unsealed, brand new, and it was brand new because when it arrived, I had to spray it 3 or 4 times before it sprayed, and it was full. So it was brand new. Of course, you see there, it's not full anymore. This was right to the top, so I have worn a fair few mils of this. Alright, so yeah, quickly run through its stats. 2009, 125 mils. It was a summertime limited edition, and the notes are citrus on the top, floral notes and saffron in the mid, and on the base leather and woody notes. So when you first spray this, what do you get? Well, when you first spray it, you get a bit of a perfumer's alcohol, not much. It really goes within seconds. Then you get this sort of sweet citrus / sort of cherry berry, sort of, I would say, look, cherry, very light, very airy, more citrus, like a sweet citrus with like a hint of just a cherry coming in and out, and that's about it really. That's what you get when you first spray it, and you maybe 20 minutes of that. It's very nice. It's nowhere near as sweet and cloying as the original. So don't think when I say sweet, I mean even as sweet as sort of today's sweet fresh fragrances. No, it's a nice sweetness. It's not over the top. Then as it starts to dry down, and I've got the dry down here for the last maybe 45 minutes to an hour on the skin. This is where I think it needs the heat, as it's not really pushing off. It's more of a skin scent at the time, but that says to me that this was indeed designed for the summer, because if you wear something that's designed for the summer, really in cooler weather, it's going to be a skin scent because it's designed to have heat and then it rises. I'm not saying it is a skin scent at the moment, but you can sort of smell it. You know, you walk about and you get a bit of a whiff from under you, because I spray on the chest as well. A bit of a whiff coming through, so it's there, and it does last. But at the moment, it's below average on its projection. but about average for its longevity, which is pretty good for summer, classed as a summer scent. So as it dries down, the dry down smells like it's got a mix of a slight spice, but it's more of like a floral, this saffron floral side. It doesn't smell feminine, but the floralness gives it a light freshness, with a bit of the sweetness, a little bit of that spice that's in the original, but really not much, and a slight woody base. But again, that's like supporting that really. It's there, but in the air you don't really get it. You just get this fresh, very light sweetness coming off the skin, coming from the saffron, this freshness, I believe. With it again, the slight woodiness, but really the woodiness again is at the backbone. You don't really get it in the air that much. It's got a slight touch of the DNA of the original. It's there, but again, it's not the dominant note of it like the wood. It's the DNA of the original is there, but it's just sort of poking through now and again. The whole thing of this one really is a very, very, very light version of the original, but freshened up with a light, airy saffron, floral kind of note. I doubt people will say, "Oh, that's your Joop you're wearing." If in the summer this does help the projection, I'm going to presume it does. That's what it's designed to do. But I don't think people are going to say, "Oh, that's Joop." We call it Joop here in the UK. It's Joop, so I'm going to say Joop. But people aren't going to say, "Oh, are you wearing Joop? That smells like Joop." I don't think that will happen with this one when it is projecting in the summer. It does have its own sort of smell. Again, the original DNA is there a little bit, maybe 20%. The leather, it says it has in this. I don't get any leather in this, and I've looked online of Fragrantica and everything. Nobody mentions leather. People say there's no leather in this, so there may be some in the blend, but they're not real leather obviously. But there may be some note in the blend that maybe we're not picking up. Maybe it needs the summer to bring something like that out. It's not overly complex. It really isn't. It's nice smelling. It's a nice, fresh, slightly sweet version of the original. If you want to just cut it down to that, a very much more wearable version than the original. That's for sure. If you want something even office safe, yes, a Joop Homme that's office safe, absolutely. Yeah, you're going to pay a bit more for this. I mean, I pay £30 for this. You can buy a 200 mils of the original Joop Homme Eau de Toilette for £29.99 here in the UK. So I've paid the same price for that for this 125ml, but then this is a little rarer to find. So overall right now, I think the smell's actually pretty decent, but it's harder to smell. You know, I've put, I think what, about 8 sprays or so of this on today, and I've had it on about an hour, and I can hardly smell it. It comes now and again, so this definitely does need the heat, and I'm looking forward to trying this in the heat. But the smell's good. I think the longevity is going to be pretty good, or at least slightly above average, and we'll just have to see what the projection is like in the summer. There's again next to no projection when it's cooler weather. I have worn this again indoors in an office environment, and as I'm walking around you do get whiffs of it, so the sillage is there. It's like it's in waiting. It's wanting a bit more of a warmer day to sort of go, here I am, and I think that's where this will shine through even more than it does right now, which isn't that much. So that's my quick take of Joop Homme, what's it called again? Electric Heat. Then I think the name says it all. It's supposed to be worn in the heat, or at least slightly warmer weather. It isn't so sweet that you can't wear this in the heat, in my opinion. there's a hint of sweetness there, but I think this one's going to be a nice one. I mean, it's got a nice smell, and I think this is going to be a good one for the summer, where you know, the bottle and box art looks like it's like a, you know, like a seductive smell in the summer, and to be honest, I can see that being the case. It's got that kind of a slight alluring edge, and when it pushes, I think it's going to be one that people are going to like on you. So that's my quick review of this fragrance. Let me know if anybody out there has tried this. Do they like it? Do they not like it? Have they tried it in the summer? Have you tried it in the summer? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll answer if I can. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it as always, and hopefully next time you see this video, re-review of this video, I'd have tried this throughout the summer and give you my even more honest opinion and fuller review of this fragrance. So give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it, and see you again soon on the next video.